It's another beautiful day in Central Florida for softball, and today a championship spot on the line at the USA Elite Select 12A World Championship presented by ID Shield. Our teams, the SoCal Choppers and the Suncoast Storm from here in Florida. The site, the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex, Championship Stadium. It's going to be a good one. Hello again, everybody. I'm Christian Bruey alongside Amanda Scarborough for today's matchup. And Amanda, you've been in games like this where everything is on the line. What are these two teams going to have to do to win here today?
Well, I think the biggest thing is just to put away those nerves. And usually you see those nerves out on defense with some uncharacteristic mistakes. And in a championship atmosphere like this, trying to get to the big game, playing a great team, you can't let those little mistakes get to you. And
these two teams, although these girls are 12 years old, these are two extremely talented clubs.
Yeah, very, very great 12U teams, some of the best in the entire country. And what makes this matchup so much fun is that one comes from Southern California and one comes from Florida, East Coast versus West Coast. 12U going at it, trying to make it to that championship game.
Ground ball up the middle. He lets it go, and it gets right through the wickets of Grabsky. One run is in. Here comes Harden. The throw comes home, and Thompson moves to third. 4-0 Banditos on what looked like it would have been a tailor-made double play. This one hit into right center field, past the center fielder, Madison Mendez. One run will score. Here comes Kaylee Reese, and it's a 2 RBI triple. 5-3, we got ourselves a ball game. Pop fly right side, this could be trouble. Genther over, and he makes the catch. Wow, a long run from Fritz Genther, and at the line, he makes the diving play to end another threat. This one is hit sharply, backhanded by the shortstop, Katie Taylor. What a play.
And that's the plays that you need. That's exactly the plays that you need to get the momentum changing for your team.
Take a look at this, going deep into the hole, plants the foot and fires it over to first base. First life for the Greenfield offense that we have seen all day. Line drive off the glove of the third baseman. They're going to send Simler home. She's in safely. It's 4-3. This one lifted into right field. Coming in is Molly Wilson, and a diving catch on the infield dirt. Mom, Dad will have some laundry to do later tonight, and a highlight to watch for a lifetime.
Definitely. She gets such a great read and a great jump on this and laying it out for championship day. I love it.
We do have the infield in all the way around early on here. One away in the top of the first inning. Swing and a ground ball through the left side. That's what happens when you bring that infield in. An RBI single for Parker Brocious. In the top of the sixth to cut the Choppers' lead to 2. And the tying run is at the plate in the form of the coach's daughter, Avery Gels. 0 for 1 today, but did draw a walk back in the first. Big hack there.
And remember, I commented too on how Jade Moy stayed in the game defensively. After a couple of mishandled balls, only one counted as an error, but I think a couple of plays that Jade Moy would have liked to had another opportunity to field and play a little bit better, and she just kept at it. You could not tell on the field anything was wrong with her.
2-2 outside, and the count runs full. Nobody out here in the top of the sixth inning. The winner goes to the championship game, so a lot on the line here at Champion Stadium. Payoff pitch, ground ball sharply hit. They think about coming home, and then the throw is wild from Libby McMahon going all the way to third. They'll say dead ball, that one went into the dugout, so Avery Gels will go back to second, but now the tying run is in scoring position.
before, McMahon, the shortstop for the Choppers, so good at making decisions. She thought that she wanted to come home, seeing the runner take off right away whenever that ball was hit on the ground. Jade Moy, who has some speed, she's going to score, but it was the indecisiveness this time for Livy McMahon, the shortstop, that really got the best of her, as she just didn't know where she wanted to go with it, and finally throws it across over the head.
So Taylor Woodring, the batter, with nobody out, and you can see the confidence as they're coming up swinging in early in the count against Jessie Fonts, who had been dominant through the first 5 innings, had only given up 1 hit and 1 run and struck out 10. This inning, 2 walks, 3 runs already in, and 1 big hit off the bat of Jade Moy.
You know, I think the biggest difference in this inning is that Jessie Fonts is not painting the same outside corner that she was earlier in the game, that we even talked about, being able to expand the strike zone.
Woodring 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts, but ahead in the count now, 2-1, as that one's in the dirt.
And it's that pitch right there that she was being able to throw for a strike, but lately in this inning, it's been a little bit too low, and sometimes it even looks close, but not quite a strike to the umpire's liking. And I think that she's getting a little bit frustrated, thinking that she's throwing it in the same spot, but really, in my eyes, it is just a little bit lower, and that umpire back behind the plate is being consistent with that corner.
That one's outside, a full count.
Best thing for the Storm right now is that there's no outs, and they're right at their cleanup hitter with a runner in scoring position.
Stays alive, fouls that one off, and I think that was the pitch we had seen throughout the early parts of the game. Right at the knees, painting the black on the outside corner, and Woodring spoils it there. Another 3-2, and another good pitch spoiled by the right fielder for the Storm.
You gotta love this fight right now, being shown out of these hitters the 3rd time through the order. It all started with a 9-hole walk, walking the last hitter in the lineup and being able to turn over the order. Back-to-back walks to lead off this inning, issued by Fonts.
Called strike 3, went there 3 straight times. Woodring spoiled the first 2, but Fonts, gets the big strikeout.
And Woodring was fighting off that outside pitch, and the top of the 4th, she also struck out looking on an outside pitch, and Fonts, the fight in the circle from her to battle back and get that out.
Huge first out for Fonts, as her team is now clinging to a 1-run lead. Faith Miller got the first hit of the ball game for the Storm last inning. It was a double to the wall in right center. She eventually came around to score on a ground out by Cameron Kroll. It looked like the Choppers were going to cruise to that championship game, but that's why there's 7 innings.
Yeah.
An opportunity for adjustments, and we've seen it from the Storm.
Well, I think it's so important to be able to slow the game down in the circle in your head and not just go through the motions or get frustrated, but really take it pitch by pitch and make each one the best you can.
There's a called strike on the outside corner. Strikeout number 12 for Fonts, and now 2 down.
With all this momentum that the Storm has built, couple of looking strikeouts, it just takes the wind right out of your sails, especially 2 looking strikeouts with a runner in scoring position, and you're down by 1 run.
Mackenzie Clark will have to come through with 2 outs. Laid down a sac bunt her last time up. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout along with that sac bunt. Swing and a miss. Rise ball upstairs, and Font seems to have settled back into her zone. Avery Gels still out there at second, representing the tying run, and she will stay there. Called strike 3 again. 13 strikeouts for Jessie Fonts, but the Storm get 3 runs, and we got ourselves a 1-run ball game as we head to the bottom of the 6th.